The gates in motion for race one. From the rail out, Rebecca Down with Steve Mason, Lucky Alberta, Lonnie Stokes, Lucky Northern Star, Andrew Ward, Eloquent Desire, Rick Armstrong, Wilson's Cam, Todd Trite, Stagecoach Gambler, Mark Haig, Pictonian Best West, Gilles Barrio. A field of 7 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Eloquent Desire desires the lead and gets it before the paddock turn. Racing in a second as they make their way round the turn. That's Lucky Alberta on the outside. Now going for the lead is Lucky Northern Star. Rebecca Down looks at it from 4th on the cones. On the outside racing in 5th is Wilson's Cam. Then Pictonian Best West. Stagecoach Gambler can see them all. They race on past the opening quarter. Eloquent Desire there and 30 1/5. Now racing second on the outside. Lucky Northern Star looks for that lead. Driving third in the garden spot is Lucky Alberta. Wilson's Cam 4th on the outside as they make their way off the turn. Down the lane in front of the grandstand for the first time. Eloquent Desire and Rick Armstrong showing the way up front. Going 3 wide, there's action. There goes Wilson's Cam. 1 minute, 2/5 past the half. They battle on for the lead round the turn. Wilson's Cam on the outside. Eloquent Desire still maintains command on the inside. Lucky Alberta in the third, looking for room as they make their way down the backstretch. Pictonian Best West. Barrio goes to work on him from 4th. Then on the outside, racing in 5th is Lucky Northern Star. Rebecca Down. Stagecoach Gambler trails. 3/4, 1:31 and 2, and they battle on up front. Eloquent Desire, Wilson's Cam is right there calling, racing in third. Now finding room is Lonnie Stokes with Lucky Alberta. Off the turn, down the lane, they race for home. It's a Wilson's Cam taking over the lead. Lucky Alberta second on the outside. Wilson's Cam, it's going to be Wilson's Cam. Lucky Alberta, Pictonian Best West will be 3. Time for the mile, 2:02 and 3. Parading back, ladies and gentlemen, is the unofficial winner of race number 1. The number 5, Wilson's Cam. 11-year-old bay pacing gelding by Camluck from Wilson's Gem. She by Threefold. Owned by Peter and Jean Gray of Young's Cove. Trained by Harley McKinnon. Driven to victory this afternoon by Mr. Todd Trites in 2:02 and 3. The veteran pacer gets it done. 2:02 and 3. Gates in motion for race 2 with 1. PH Catman, 2. Fundiana. 3. Materialism for Burton Burt. 5. Jacob. And 6 on the outside, Loose Town. A field of 6 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off, and Jacob bolts out of there quickly to grab the early lead. PH Capman looking for rail position and gets it. Now racing in third as Materialism takes over second spot. PH Catman looks at it from third. Fundiana racing in fourth, gapped out by 3 lengths. Racing in fifth, Burton Burt, and racing 6. And trailing this field early on is Loose Town. The inquiry sign is up. Hold all tickets. Inquiry sign is up. The opening quarter was in 30-3, and Jacob is in command by a tight length. Materialism looking at it from second. PH Catman third on the rail. There's action on the outside. Loose Town is on the move with Gilles Barrio now racing in fourth. Fundiana looks at it from fifth, and Burt trails down the lane in front of the stand. First time, Jacob has control. Racing second and challenging the leader. Here come Loose Town now racing second. Materialism 101 and 1 past the half-mile marker. Materialism is third on the inside. PH Catman, little rough gated there in the turn, racing in fourth. On the outside, Burt is on the move, now races fifth. Fundiana trails as they race now for the 3/4 mile mark, and Jacob is still in command of this field. Loose Town still parked out second. 131 and 2 past the 3/4, and Davidson goes to work on Jacob. Racing inside now in second is Materialism. Loose Town in third, and there goes Trites with PH Catman off the turn down the lane for home. They charge for the wire. It's Jacob. Here comes PH Catman in the middle of the track. Jacob, PH Catman. It's going to be Jacob. Materialism snuck in to be second on the inside. PH Catman third. 2:02 and 2 for the mile. Inquiries, sign is up. Hold all tickets. Gelding by Blissful Hall by Schultz-Saker. Owned by Mr. Kermit Allen of Sedgwick, Maine. Trained and driven to victory this afternoon by Mr. John Davidson. 5 Jacob, his third victory of 2009. Your unofficial winner in 2:02 and 2. Charlie Ramsey has the gate in motion for race number 3 with Slick Flow, Clover Hills Dot, Pensacola Sioux, Just a Leader, Rumble Cheeks, Run Them Down, and Outstanding Putnam. A field of 7 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Outstanding Putnam on the far outside, gunning for the lead. Pensacola Sioux maintains rail position, a little rough gated as they race on into the turn in between horses. Now challenging the leader. That's Run Them Down. On a break on the outside, Outstanding Putnam now pacing once again and finds the second hole. Racing in third, Pensacola Sioux, then Clover Hills Dot. Just a Leader, and racing sixth on the outside, Rumble Cheeks, and the trailer is Slick Flow. 30 and 2 past the opening quarter, and Run Them Down did just that in the first quarter mile mark. Now leads it by a length and a half. Racing in second is Outstanding Putnam. Here comes Davidson with Pensacola Sioux as they race on off the turn down the lane first time. Racing in fourth on the inside is Clover Hills Dot. Then Rumble Cheeks as they pass on by the half-mile station. 101 and 1. They battle on up front, Run Them Down on the inside. Pensacola Sioux is racing in second. Racing in third is Outstanding Putnam. Then on the inside, now in fourth, Clover Hills Dot. Then Rumble Cheeks is still parked fifth on the outside. Then Just a Leader, Slick Flow can see them all. Now past the 3/4 mile mark and Run Them Down. Past there in 131 and 4. John Davidson is still second on the outside with Pensacola Sioux. Racing in third, Outstanding Putnam. And Clover Hills Dot is poised fourth on the outside. They race off the turn. Just now racing on top is still Run Them Down. Run Them Down is gaining space with every stride. It's Run Them Down to win it. Pensacola Sioux. Rumble Cheeks will be 3. Inquiry sign on the tote board. Time for the mile, 2:02 and 1. Parading back is the unofficial winner of race 3, number 6, Run Them Down, a 3-year-old brown pacing filly by Largo from First Paysack. She by Happy Paysack, owned by the Downey Stables of St. John, trained and driven to victory by Mr. Steve Mason. Time for the mile this afternoon, 2:02 and 1 for the unofficial winner, Run Them Down. The gates in motion for race 4 with 1, Hacks Boy, 2, Emily J. Down, 3, Ultimate Success, 4, All-American Dazzle, 5, Wild Cherry, and 6 on the outside, Cookie Lar E goes. A field of 6 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Hacks Boy has the early lead in between horses. Ultimate Success now racing for the lead. Driving third on the inside is All-American Dazzle. Racing fourth on the outside, Cookie Lar E goes. Then Emily J. Down, and the trailer is Wild Cherry. Down the backstretch, they race on for the opening quarter, and Ultimate Success has taken over command. Racing in second is Hacks Boy, as they race on past the quarter in 30 and 1. It's Ultimate Success with the lead. Hacks Boy right there in the second. All-American Dazzle looks at it from third. They race single file round the turn. Now Emily J. Down takes a peek and goes to the outside from fourth. Then Wild Cherry, and the trailer is Cookie Lar E goes. Down the lane, they race on for the half. It's Ultimate Success by 3 open lengths in 101 and 1. Ultimate Success on the outside. Emily J. Down races for second. Hacks Boy is third on the inside. Then All-American Dazzle. Wild Cherry gapped out 2.5 lengths in fifth. Then Cookie Lar E goes, can see them all. Down the backstretch on for the 3/4. It's Gilles Barrio and Ultimate Success leading it by a length and 3/4. 1:31 and 1 past the 3/4. Emily J. Down in second. Hacks Boy right there in third as they make their way off the turn. There's action on the outside. Emily J. Down comes up to call on the outside. Ultimate Success with the lead. Emily J. Down is pounding hard on the outside. Ultimate Success. Emily J. Down at the wire. It's Ultimate Success. Emily J. Down second, Hacks Boy third. Time for the mile, 2 minutes, 3/5. Parading back is the unofficial winner of race number 4, the 3-horse Ultimate Success, a 3-year-old bay pacing gelding by Western Success from Marriott. She by Arturo, owned by Bob Tilley, Les Mott, and Kelly Barrio, all of St. John. Trained and driven to a new mark this afternoon by Mr. Gilles Barrio. 2 minutes, 3/5. The 3, Ultimate Success. Gates in motion for race 5 with 1, Elm Grove Bandit, 2, Future Secret, Tisha's Pit Pony, Fittipaldi, Big Shot Al, Obi Viking, Salzbrook Dandy, Kane Rise Again. A full field of 8 behind the gate. Here they come. They're They're off and pacing. Big Shot Al takes his shot in the middle of the track, now going for the early lead. Fittipaldi looks at it from second on the inside. OB Viking sets sail, is now second and goes after the leader. Racing in fourth, that's Future Secret. Salzbrook Dandy goes and looks to the outside, now a little rough gated in fifth. Then comes Tisha's Pit Pony. Kane Rise again, and the early trailer is Elm Grove Bandit. 29-2 past the opening quarter, and OB Viking leads it by a length and a quarter. Big Shot Al racing in second. Fittipaldi looks at it from third, then Future Secret in fourth. Off the turn, racing in fifth, Salzbrook Dandy, then Tisha's Pit Pony as they make their way down the lane for the opening half. It's OB Viking. Big Shot Al is racing in second. 59-4. It's OB Viking, a length and a half in front. Big Shot Al negotiates that turn roughly in second. Fittipaldi looks at it from third. There goes Barrio and Future Secret to the outside from fourth. Salzbrook Dandy's got cover and follows in fifth as they make their way towards a 3/4 mile marker. Tisha's Pit Pony on the outside. Kane Rise again, 3/4, 1:31-2. Chris Davies and OB Viking now by 3/parts of a length. Big Shot Al is now racing second on the outside. Fittipaldi still right there in third, tiring in fourth. Future Secret off the turn, down the lane. Chris Davies a bobbing and a weaving for the wire. They race. It's OB Viking in the middle. Big Shot Al at the wire. It's going to be too close to call. We'll need a picture. 2-0, 2 and 3. Once again, we have a dead heat for win. Operating back are the unofficial winners of race number 5. First, the number 5 horse, Big Shot Al, a 5-year-old Bay Pacing Gelding by Race in Hanover from Kendall Scarlett, owned by Trish Moran of Port Hood, Nova Scotia. Trained and driven by Mr. John Davidson. Dead heat victory, 2:02 and 3. Also parading, the 6-horse OB Viking. A 9-year-old Bay Pacing Gelding by Keystone Raider from Debbie Spartan. Owned by Chris and Joan Davies of St. John. Chris does the training and driving for 6 OB Viking. Once again, dead heat in race number 5. Time for the mile, 2:02 and 3. Results not official as of yet. Please hold all tickets. The gates in motion for race 6 with 1, West Gem Princess, 2, Ocean Pacific, 3, He's a Gunslinger, 4, Daya Harlaka, 5, Shady Martin, and 6, Becoming Jarwa. A field of 6 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off and pacing on between horses going for the early lead. He's a Gunslinger, racing second on the inside. West Gem Princess, Becoming Jarwana takes over second and challenging and takes the lead on the outside. It's Becoming Jarwa racing in second. He's a Gunslinger, driving in third. West Gem Princess, then Ocean Pacific, and racing in fifth. That's Daya Harlaka. Shady Martin trails after a break. 30-3 past the opening quarter. Inquiry sign on the tote board as they round the turn now for the half-mile station. Out in front is Becoming Jarwa. He's a Gunslinger racing in second. West Gem Princess looks at it from third, and now to the outside Ocean Pacific comes a-calling. Then racing in fifth is Daya Harlaka as they make their way on past the opening half-mile station at 101 and 3. They battle on up front on the inside, Becoming Jarwa. Ocean Pacific is racing in second. He's a gunslinger, sits pretty in third on the cones, driving fourth on the outside, Daya Harlaka, then West Gem Princess, and Shady Martin has had enough. Down the backstretch for the three-quarter mile marker, Becoming Jarwa takes this field past there in 131 and 3. Driving a second on the outside, Ocean Pacific, racing third, he's a gunslinger, gapped out a length and three-quarters. They make their way off the turn now down the stretch. They charge for home. Becoming Jarwa is well in front. Racing in a second. Here comes, he's a gunslinger. He's a gunslinger. Becoming Jarwa, it's going to be, he's a gunslinger. Becoming Jarwa. Daya Harlaka was third. Time for the mile, 2:02 and 1. Parading back is the unofficial winner of race number 6. Number 3, he's a gunslinger. A 6-year-old black pacing gelding by On the Attack from Lady the Kid. She by Western Hanover. Owned and trained by Mr. Morris Brown of St. John. Driven to victory this afternoon by Mr. Sam Hodgen, the 3. He's a gunslinger in 2:02 and 1. Gates in motion for race 7 with 1. Mag AM, Longworth Legacy. We'll see our Dolly Dance. Freestone Lexi. Dusty Lane Oscar. Heron Bay. Dillinger's Lady on the outside. A field of 7 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off. Heron Bay from the outside goes for that early lead. Longworth Legacy now racing in second. On the inside on the cones, Mag AM is racing in third. We'll see our Dolly Dance is looking at it from fourth. Then Freestone Lexi, Dusty Lane Oscar, and your early trailer is Dillinger's Lady. They race down the backstretch for the opening quarter in Heron Bay, and Mark Haig leads them on past the opening quarter-mile station, 30 and 2. Longworth Legacy racing right there in second. Mag AM is parked third on the outside. We'll see our Dolly Dance looks at it from fourth. Racing in fifth, Dillinger's Lady, then Freestone Lexi. Your new trailer is Dusty Lane Oscar. Down the lane, they race on for the opening half. It's Heron Bay leading it by a length and a half. Racing in second, Mag AM on the outside. Longworth Legacy. 1:02 and 1 past the half. Longworth Legacy now takes over second spot. Mag AM is tiring in third. We'll see our Dolly Dance now is third and goes after the second spot. Racing fourth on the inside is Freestone Lexi. The charge for the three-quarters. We'll see our Dolly Dance now second and going after the leader. Heron Bay past there in 1:33 and 1. We'll see our Dolly Dance and Scott Hubbard. They're going after the leader. Mag AM third on the outside. Longworth Legacy fourth on the inside. Off the turn and Heron Bay leads it by a length. Here comes, we'll see our Dolly Dance on the outside. We'll see our Dolly Dance. Heron Bay is strong on the inside. Neck and neck. It's going to be Heron Bay. We'll see our Dolly Dance. Mag AM will be 3. Time for the mile, 2:03 and 2. Parading back is the unofficial winner of race number 7, number 6, Heron Bay. A 9-year-old bay pacing mare by Life Sign from Taylor Reed Q. She by No Nukes. Owned and trained by Mr. Brian Foster of Barnesville, New Brunswick. Driven to victory by Mr. Mark Haig. Heron Bay's first victory of 09. This afternoon, 2:03 and 2 for 6, Heron Bay. The gates in motion for race 8, our feature pace of the afternoon with 1, Woodmere Quick Peak, Todd Trites, Gemstone with Stephen Trites, Magnetic Benka, Gilles Barrio, Vic Victor, Lonnie Stokes, Kara's All-American, Mark Haig. A field of 5 behind the gate in the feature. Here they come. They're off. Gemstone on the outside and Woodmere Quick Peak leaving both and now battle for. Now it's settled. Woodmere Quick Peak takes a lead of 3 open lengths. Down the backstretch for the opening quarter. Gemstone looks at it from second. Magnetic Benka racing in third. Back 3 lengths to Victor. And your early trailer is Kara's All-American. Past the opening quarter-mile station in 28 and 4. It's Woodmere Quick Peak on the choo-choo early here with Todd Trites. Gemstone is 4 lengths back, racing in second. Magnetic Benka looks at it from third. Gap back fourth to Victor, then Kara's All-American. Down the stretch in front of the stand, first time. Out in front, Woodmere Quick Peak. They race on past the opening half in 58 and 4. 32nd, second quarter. As they race into the paddock turn, Gemstone is still in second. Magnetic Benka racing in third. Victor still right there in fourth, and Kara's All-American trails. Positions remain unchanged down the backstretch. Woodmere Quick Peak well in command of this field. Gemstone trying to close the gap from second. Magnetic Benka to the outside. 1:29 and 4 for the 3 quarters. Magnetic Benka out and moving from third. Racing in fourth, that's Victor. But Woodmere Quick Peak is dominating. Off the turn, down the lane for home. It's Woodmere Quick Peak by 6, by 7 open lengths. Trites goes to work. It's Woodmere Quick Peak on the outside. Kara's All-American. Woodmere Quick Peak to win it. Kara's All-American second. Gemstone third. Which horse? Inquiry into possible pylon infraction by the 4-horse Victor. Parading back is the unofficial winner of race number 8, our feature pace of the afternoon, number 1, Woodmere Quick Peak. An 8-year-old brown pacing gelding by drop-off from Tabletop Dancer by Springfield. Owned by Mr. David Fraser of Moncton, Mr. Alan Jones of Riverview, New Brunswick. Alan Jones trains. Todd Trites, the driver. Second victory of 2009. This afternoon over and off track, 1:58 and 4. Gates in motion for race 9 with 1, Dusty Lane Buster, 2, Falcons Quick, 3, Woodmere Humdinger, 4, Golden Days, 5, JK Shadow, 6, Camco Wynette, 7, Life of Roddy, 8, George Down on the outside, a field of 8 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Woodmere Humdinger leaves out of there quickly to grab the early lead. Dusty Lane Buster on the inside races second. And from the outside, there goes Camco Wynette. Camco Wynette now takes over command on the outside. Woodmere Humdinger now looks at it from second. Dusty Lane Buster races in third. Falcon's Quick looks at it from fourth. And Golden Days, J.K. Shadow, Life of Roddy, Georgetown is the trailer. On past the opening quarter in 30 and 2. Camco Wynette leads it by 2 open lengths. Driving in second, that's Woodmere Humdinger. Dusty Lane Buster looks at it from third. Driving in fourth, that's Falcon's Quick. Golden Days looks at it from fifth. They race single file. Racing in seventh, J.K. Shadow. Then Life of Roddy and Georgetown trails. Down the lane, they race on for the opening half-mile station, and Camco Wynette has it by a length and 3/4 in 1:02 flat. Woodmere Humdinger right there in second. On the outside, we have action. There goes Golden Days into the fray. Racing in for Dusty Lane Buster, then Falcon's Quick tips to the outside. J.K. Shadow looks at it from sixth, and Life of Roddy on the move, and Georgetown still trails this field. Out in front, it's Camco Wynette. 3/4 reached in 1:32 and 4. Woodmere Humdinger getting closer with every stride. Now goes to the outside for Barrio. Golden Days third on the outside. Dusty Lane Buster racing in fourth. Life of Roddy looks at a 3-wide move on the inside. Camco Wynette, Woodmere Humdinger now on even terms as they battle it out through the stretch. Woodmere Humdinger, Camco Wynette. It's going to be Woodmere Humdinger, Camco Wynette. Dusty Lane Buster was third. Time for the mile, 2:04. Parading back is the unofficial winner of race number 9, the 3, Woodmere Humdinger. A 3-year-old brown pacing filly by Western Success. From Woodmere Teardrop, she by Drop Off. Owned by Elmo Casey of Cocan, Gilles Barrio of St. John. Mr. Barrio does the training and driving. His second winner on the program. 3, Woodmere Humdinger. Unofficial in 2:04.